Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being around. And for those of you who are joining us now fresh from Facebook, welcome. And for the next 45 minutes to an hour, we will have a very special session where we invite where we usually invite somebody who is very successful in the Kangen business to come in to share. And today we are very privileged to have somebody from overseas, from Philippines actually, who have done very well in the Kangen business. And he has now a very big team spread throughout the world. He has got a big team now in Philippines. Not only that, he's got a team in Norway, Vietnam, Canada, and he's going to share with us later on how he's able to build up his business. His profession is a mechanical engineer, and it took him some time to become a 682-3, and he's got a lot of beautiful experiences to share with us. And if you are ready, let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Bayani Estanislao, who is going to share with us his journey into the Kangen success on how he became a 682-3. Welcome, Bayani.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Okay. Yes, I am Bayani Stanislao, now 67 years old, from Davao City, Philippines. I am a licensed mechanical engineer, a real estate broker, and a farmer. I am married with 3 children. 2 of my children are already college graduate, except for the youngest daughter, who is 3rd year college now. You know, my mother once told me that to enjoy your work, you should love your work or what you are doing. That's why I left my printing business and started my real estate business and farming, which I enjoy doing. I excelled in selling, especially in my last venture, which is in the cookware business, where I was always an awardee. That is why later I'm here in the Enagic business, because of the invitation of a partner in the cookware business, and is now also active in the Enagic business.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's a real nice introduction of your background, Bayani. By the way, you said you were a mechanical engineer. Being a professional, what really excited you, or what really, caught your attention to be able to bring you into the Kangen business?
I'm into selling. You know, I'm into selling, and when it was offered to me,
yes,
people, the one I developed as a leader in the cookware, left also the cookware business and joined in Enagic. I was the first one he approached in Davao. He went to Davao from Manila. He went to Davao. Then he invited me to join him in the Enagic. But before they call the product Miracle Water. So when these people from Manila went to Davao, I said, Kangen Water, Miracle Water, I think that's a scam. So they left. They went back to Manila. And after 5 months, they went back to me, and they brought along a nurse who doesn't know how to sell, but presented the benefits of the water. During the 5 months, I already made the research, my personal research on the benefits of the water, and I was convinced when the nurse did a product presentation or a demo. I was convinced, and my doubts were confirmed. So I bought the machine, an SD501, my best investment for my family. I was inspired by a quotation from Richard Bronson. He said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later.
Wow, that's wonderful. A lot of people, says who doesn't understand Kangen will say Kangen probably is a scam. And you just mentioned that when you first heard about it, you thought it was a scam. Why did you think so?
Because he said it was a miracle water. How can
Ah,
it be miracle? When I drink
okay.
water in Davao, the water in Davao, Philippines is one of the best in the world. One of the best in the world is in Davao. And I drink a lot of water. And now he's telling that Kangen water is miracle water.
Okay,
So,
now that you're better informed after having seen the demo and after doing some research, you have become convinced to do this business.
yeah.
So it makes us feel, when somebody say this is a scam, don't worry, they do not know yet. Just like you, after you have found out the truth, then you have become a believer. Not only are you a believer, you're a developer in this business too. Thank you for bringing up this point. This is a very important point because a lot of people suffer from this problem of not understanding truly what this business is all about. And ever since you joined this Kangen business, how long did it take you to become a 6A Bayani?
Actually, 7 years nga, 7 years and 8 months ago, yung nga, people came from Manila, and they tried to invite me, but I told it was a scam. So when I decided to buy the machine, I bought the best, which is SD501.
At that time, SD501, okay.
Yes, the best. Okay, because I will be giving that to I will be sharing that to my family. So I want
Yes.
the best for my family. When I started, they gave me a CD of Daniel Di Macali, and I'm inspired with Daniel Di Macali, who said he just shared the water. I was just sharing the water for more than 9 months. Sharing to my friends, my family, and until I met one of my leader, a strong leader, one leader, Ray Tokmo, who after I met Ray Tokmo and I convinced him to join me, in just 5 months, I became 6A. Because most of those I gave water, almost all bought a machine after my 9 months. That's why in just 5 months, I became 6A. And later on, I was able to get another leader, another one. I just had 2 good leaders. And this is Romeo Rosalinas from Manila. And it took me more than a year to convince my friend Romy to join me. He always say no. But every time I call him by long distance, I invite him to join me. He said no. But finally, after more than a year, he went with me to the office in the office of Kang Inajik, and after only 2 speakers, he approached me and said, "Partner, I want to buy one machine, the SPD 501." So he became one of my leader, and he said to me, "Partner, I will not sell. I just need it for me." But when he went back to his house, he had an auntie waiting for him, and the auntie said, "What is that in your faucet?" He said, "It is an Kangen water, Kangen machine." "What is that for?" He explained it, and the auntie told Romy that to tell me that he will buy an SD501. So that all started everything, and in just a few months, I became 6A2.
Wow.
Being promoted every year. With yung 2015, I was 6A. 2016, I was 6A2. 2017, I became 6A2-2. That's my, my
The
journey.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny. Wonderful. I noticed you mentioned a name called Daniel Dimakali. Now, for those of you who are new, wondering who is this Daniel Dimakali, he's got a beautiful message. He does a beautiful demo. And please go and Google him or YouTube him. You will benefit. Just like many have benefited, especially Bayani, having seen that video. And this is a great guy. He's actually, I think a dash 13 or something now, a 6A13-4.
That's 4.
Not an easy deal to be able to motivate so many people successfully. I think you need to be commended of your patience and understanding in looking after your downline. I think many of us will meet people who will not accept us in the first place, man, and will just give up. But I think there's a lesson from you today to be patient and talk to them enough, so at least they will come in once they are more well informed. Thank you for sharing this little part here, Bayani. Have you got some exciting stories to tell us in your journey from 0A to 6A? I'm very sure you must have met some very exciting episodes of people, no?
Yeah, a lot of stories. Before, Michael,
Yes.
when we started here in Davao,
Yes.
when we talk to people, they immediately shut us down. They will sell, it is expensive. No, I will not buy. But what we did was we tried to educate people by groups. So we were not expecting sale, but we were trying to educate them. Slowly but surely, people began to understand the benefits of the machine. So they started buying. It needs patience, as you said. You have to be patient in doing this. And we also experienced the tsunami. Have you heard of the tsunami in Philippines?
Oh, yes.
It's a big problem that happened
yes.
2016. And because of what happened, I myself became inactive. I became inactive for 3 years. In spite of being inactive, I was so shocked because my commission is still active.
You are still getting commission from the Kangen group.
Yeah.
Wow, wonderful.
So,
Yes.
because I was not active, but my leaders were active, and mostly affected were people in Mindanao. In Mindanao, they were inactive, and they also became inactive, especially the group of Pray Tukmo. They started to be active when I told them that we'll try to we tried doing it during the pandemic. During the pandemic, we started doing virtual demonstration. The group of Ray Tokmo does it twice a week, and the group of Romy Roselinas does it also twice a week. So my team is doing 4 sessions every week. So that's what happened, and slowly people under me beyond 8 level started to get promoted. They started to get promoted. Last year, I have one in Manila under Romy who was promoted to 6A2-2. And last year, Ray Tokmo, during a pandemic, was twice, including this year, twice promoted during a pandemic.
Wow.
My leader in Norway, especially one Helen Go of Norway, and also Rex. Rex was twice also promoted during a pandemic, last year and this year. It doesn't mean that there is problem. You also go with the problem and be inactive. With the pandemic, sometimes there are also some things that will happen, especially when we look for solution for problem, and that we did. We were able to look for solution for the problem, so the whole team started to produce. I was inactive for 3 years. Only last year, November, I activated myself for the commission. Now we planned, last year we planned for my being promoted to 6A2-3. The dream of everybody, the dream of every distributor, to be 6A2-3.
Sorry, Bayani, before you go any further, maybe you'd like to tell us a story. How did you begin to develop Norway?
Okay. When you develop places, it doesn't follow that you have to go to that place. In 2016, when Romy was promoted to 6A, and I was promoted to 6A2, we went to the convention in Las Vegas. And Romy, we were able to open US and Canada. During our brief stay in US, me 15 days only, and Romy for 30 days, we were able to sell, I think, 7 units in US.
Wow, that's great.
2 units in Canada. I never went to Canada, and yet we have already leaders in Canada. My brother in Canada is so busy with his work. He said that he have no time for Kangen because I invited my brother. But my brother, after a few years, he went back to the Philippines. Since I gave water, we put a machine, SD501, to my parents' house, and he saw the condition of our parents, very healthy. Before sickly, when I put the machine there, they are already healthy. They became healthy. Even the frozen shoulder of my mother disappeared. And when my brother saw it, he said, "You don't need to convince me. I will just buy a machine." So I gave him a machine. He went back to Canada, but when he went back to Canada, said no time for But last year, last year I was able to talk to him when I sent my brother a demo of Mr. Dimakali. He told me, bro, why did you send it right now, just now? Because of it, I will be activated. I will buy another machine. So because of Daniel Dimakali sharing only the water, he bought a machine, SD501, planning to share water to all the people around him. And last 2017, 2018, we were able to open Cambodia. We were able to sell in Cambodia and Myanmar. And I never went to Myanmar, but I have friends who from Philippines who went to Myanmar and to Cambodia, and they started the business there. With regards to Norway, one of my leader, Rex, stayed in the Philippines from Davao, and he planned to go to Norway. So we had a talk together with Helen Go. That's why they started the Norway group, and because of the leadership of Rex, was able to. Last year, Rex became 6A on September. On October, Christina became 6A. Supposedly, last December, Helen Go was supposed to be 6A, but because of problem in Europe, it was moved to May. Helen became 6A last May. Because Helen became 6A, Rex became 6A2. Ray Tukmo became 6A2-2. And I became, last May, I became 6A2-3. And we can open anywhere in the world because of ano. In fact, last week, I was able to close a transaction in Ontario, virtual. I also had one in Toronto. He bought one online. And recently in Manila, another one bought a JR4. And we can do this even in the comfort of our homes. We can do this. Me, I am 67 years old. And I am not techie, but my children are techie. So I have to ask my children how to operate the computer. And still, I'm able to develop my team. You have to talk to your team always. When I go to Manila, I usually go to I will request my team to have lunch with me. When I go to Cagayan de Oro or any place, I will request my, to have lunch with me. That is meeting your leaders anywhere in the world, anywhere in the Philippines.
Yeah, wonderful. But you missed telling us something, because when I talked to you, you gave me so much excitement. That the guy you were mentioning, that the guy who went to Norway in the first month, how many sales did he produce? You must tell us that, because
actually, Rex in the Philippines was not producing. It was hard for him to sell. But when he went to Norway, easily they were able to sell more than 20 units a month.
In that month, first month?
No, I'm not sure, but they always
in one of the months. Okay.
More than 20 months, 20 units, 10 units, 20 units a month.
Wow.
That's why,
that's super.
Yeah, that's why they were able to produce more than 300 or 400 units.
Wow, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Somebody who is not able to produce in Philippines shifted his environment.
Correct.
A new environment. new challenge, and he suddenly succeed by selling 20 over machines. Now
Yeah.
300 over machines. This is a great story, Bayani.
Uh,
Thank you for this wonderful inspiration. Because well, I was almost going to ask you what are the key success factors that you can share with us, on how you begin to build up your business. You're mentioning something like building up relationship with your team members,
uh,
being close to your team,
yeah.
even if they are deep down. Your Norway, I'm told, is deep down from you, four levels away, and yet you look after them and the
Yeah.
business grew.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And it also helped you become a 682-3.
Yes. Remember, Michael,
Yes.
when me helping, I call Helen by by messenger.
Okay.
Call him by messenger anytime when he's available. So we talk and plan. Huh? We talk.
Yes.
So if you talk to your team and you work together, definitely you will achieve your dream. Teamworks make your dream works.
Yes, you are right there. Wonderful. Wonderful, Bayani.
You said three. You said the three reason why I'm successful.
Mm.
First, I was just looking for two leaders, and I was able to get two good
A
leaders.
foundation. Your
Yeah,
foundation,
I
two
was able
legs.
to get two
Mm.
leaders
Yes, yes.
with patience, because
Yes.
getting two leaders very hard. So you have to. Romy Rosalinas rejected me a number of times, but I continued asking him to join me because I know Romy is ranked in other business in selling business more world number one. Romy Rosalinas.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that good.
and I wanted
That good.
to have him as part of my team. So I was able to get him. The the reason why I succeed also, I did not stop inviting people. Invite
Okay,
people.
that's another one. Good
Yeah,
way.
invite
Don't
people.
stop inviting
Yeah,
people
invite
into the
people. They
business.
may say
Keep
no.
people.
But they may say to you now, no. But later, after 4 or 5 years, when another person approach him, he will remember me. So
Yeah, timing. Yeah.
he will call me, not the person who is inviting him recently, but me, he will call. He will say, Bayani, isn't it you called me, you invited me to be Kangen distributor? Yes, I want to. So after 4 years or 5 years, we rekindle our relationship, and he will be part of my team. Another is leveraging. Leveraging. You do leveraging. Remember, if you invite one and he is able to invite 10, and 5 of those buys a machine, you earn. How about if that 5 also invite 10 and 5 also? You have 25. That is the number game. Number game. The more you invite, the more of you getting more people. I was shocked when I asked the office 2017. My direct sale is only 14. Direct sale is only 14. But when I asked the office how many members under me, they told me more than 3,000.
Wow. That's the power of networking business.
Yeah, I don't know them.
Tapping on the network of your network. Wonderful. Yes.
Uh,
And how many do you have now? How many members do you have now?
I don't know. Maybe 5,000 or 6.
You are being humble. You are saying you got more than 5,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
Wonderful. One
yeah.
man makes the difference. The guy who was patient enough to look after you bring his upline to share the business with you, is
Yeah.
able to find a giant in you, develop a giant in you. And you are now repeating the story, trying to develop two great guys under you directly.
Remember, Romy was able to get Jaya. Jaya became Romy is just 6'2". But Jaya, one of his leader, became 6'2" last year during pandemic. We don't know who will be promoted. And Jaya wants to be 6'2" this year. If Jaya becomes 6'2" I'm candidate for 6'2"
Oh, yes. Can you imagine?
You have to work as a team. You
Yeah.
have to work as a team. Michael, I don't know how to do a demo. I don't know. I have not done a demo in my stay with Inagic. But I was able to invite people better than I am. They do demo very good. So I will just ask them if they can do demo for me.
That's a very big takeaway for every one of us. You don't have to be good in this business, but if you have team members below you who are better off than us,
yeah,
that's the key to success.
Yeah, yes.
Wonderful. And let me go back and ask you one question relating back to your original occupation as a mechanical engineer. As a mechanical engineer, as you grow old, is there any chance of getting a big income like what you are getting now in Kangen? Because in Kangen, you are 6A, 682-3, then now you're -3, you got a big monthly bonus coming on, and -4 coming. Can you imagine your income getting bigger, isn't it? You see the difference now between spending your time in doing traditional business and into this business? Are you glad and gratified that somebody took the time to really talk you into this business?
I am so blessed that someone had also patient in inviting me. Because
Yes.
when I said it was a scam, I was so blessed they went back again after 5 months.
Yeah.
If they did not go back to me, I am not 682-3 right now.
Yeah. For those of us who want to do this business well, please remember to follow up on consumers and also on our team members. Follow up. Don't give up. By the way, Bayani just said no. He's even after he was successful, he had to break for a short while because of the tsunami in Philippines. I'm glad you did not stay away from the business totally.
Yeah.
By staying, and when you decided to come back, was your position the same?
Yes.
Yes. Nobody.
I
It's wonderful, isn't it?
I was not active 2016, middle of 2016. And yet the commission continued to
Keep coming.
For
And
2 years.
your business is still growing.
Yes, that's it.
And when you decided to come back, you got back your position. This is the uniqueness.
Yeah.
This is the
And even
uniqueness
higher.
of our plan.
Even higher.
Yes.
Yeah. The beauty of Inagic, there is no demotion.
Correct.
There is no demotion. And
Yeah.
once promoted, the position, you have it unless you have a very big problem with the company.
Mr. Oshiro is very patient.
Yeah.
As patient as you, waiting for us to come back. Wonderful. So for those old guys who are stuck for a while, please take this little advice, at least take inspiration from Bayani, to make a comeback. Your
Yeah.
position is still there. Make a comeback, and you will be doing just like Bayani, as well. Maybe even better. Okay, let's take a pause for a while, Bayani. Let's say if you are given a chance to go back, what would you do differently?
If I have to start all over again, what would
Yeah,
differently?
with your experience, what would you do differently?
I will do the business faster this time.
Oh, okay. Do it, brother.
You know, when I went to when I went to when I went to the birthday, attended the birthday of Mr. Oshiro in March 2017.
In US.
No, in Okinawa.
Oh, okay, in
No,
Okinawa. Okay,
this one, Okinawa.
okay.
I was able to meet Matthew Zhang, 25 years old, techie. He became the fastest 6A2-3 in the business. Why? Because he became 6A in just 18 days.
Oh, how did he do that?
And also became 6A2-3 in 11 months.
11 months. Okay.
A few months ago, have you heard of recently Ku Nguyen of Virginia, USA?
Okay.
He became 6A2-5 in 4 years.
Okay. 682-5 in 4 years. Oh.
Remember,
Thank you for
Michael,
bringing this up.
surely everybody can do it.
Yes. Everyone can do something.
But we
But
cannot turn back
whether we
time.
can do something spectacular or not.
But we cannot turn back time.
Yes, you are
We
right.
should, when it is offered to you, the opportunity is offered to you, you grab it at once. If you
Grab it. Right.
grab
Grab
it.
it.
Oh, grab it. Say yes, then learn later
Learn.
on.
Ah, good. Take it first.
Yeah.
Don't say no. Take it and then learn.
Make a research also. Make a
Yes.
research and do a research on the company. Remember, Michael,
Yes.
Inagic is a 47 years company.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 47. It is that stable, and it's the only company that you can join without monthly quotas. No monthly quotas, no demotion, no stacking. You have office all over the world. You don't have to have your own office. You can have you can stay in your home and order machines for your client anywhere in the world. Only in Inagic.
This is something great you just mentioned. You can keep in contact with your team members through Messenger,
Yes.
WhatsApp. You know, this and it's for free.
Yeah,
it's free. Yeah. It's free. You can
it's
even use
video.
video.
New norm.
Yeah.
The new way of selling. It's the new norm, new way of selling.
When you were a mechanical engineer, were you working for somebody or were you working for yourself?
I work for our company.
Are you working for a company?
Yeah.
You know, as you were saying this, I'm near you, brother. You are 67. I'm ahead of you a bit. I used to work for people like you. And as you age, you know, your production quality has become better. You're more productive. But as you age, the company is sharpening their knives, wanting to chop us because of our seniority, the high pay that we are getting. Yes. But in Kangen, as we grow in this business, they are not sharpening knives to kill us or even chop us. At 682-2, you got your allowances. 682-3, you also have got now a bigger allowance. And as you grow older in this business, 682-4, you're thinking about being a dash 4. Your
Yes.
income is going to be even higher.
Ah,
You
even
know,
my wife is candidate for DAS 3.
oh, that's wonderful. You are like Samsia. Samsia is dash 6, and the wife is also a dash 6. Wonderful. The first couple in the whole world to be able to achieve this, no? And right in front of us, there are so many examples and inspiration and success. So for those of you who are still working for people wondering, how you're going to develop the business for the company, rethink. How about spending some time, like Bayani, develop some time to build your own business? We're not asking you to resign from anywhere, but try to do something for yourself in preparation. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Bayani. You are an inspiration, no? Somebody said here, you are silently an inspirator. You feel good about it?
Yeah, thank you.
You feel good about that, huh? This
Yeah,
is wonderful, no? In this business, there are many what do you call value-added excitement to our life. As we grow, we see others grow.
yes.
You
We
wonderful.
share the blessing to others also.
Yes. What is your next biggest goal?
Uh, my biggest goal now is uh, after experiencing the financial benefits of 682-3, my goal now is to be DAS 4 this year or next year. DAS
Oh, we
5,
wish you all the best. Yeah.
DAS 7 every year after.
Wow, that's 7. There is only one dash 7 at the moment.
We can do it. Actually,
Yes.
we need to develop a positive mindset.
Yes, you must have the imagination, for the future. Without that imagination,
Yes, what
we
we
will not
perceive,
grow. Yeah.
we can achieve.
Yes,
We can do
you
it.
are right.
We can also do it.
Yeah, you are right. Absolutely right. What is your greatest advice for somebody who is starting new in this business?
Uh, my advice to all the new distributors, those who are not yet decided to do the Magic business, is this. You have heard earlier maybe the benefits of the water. The company Enagic that existed for 47 years with a great compensation plan. The time to start is now. Then learn more about the product and the business later. Time is gold. The first thing to do is to learn the product and the business. Second is to form your own sales team. Third is to do leveraging. Together with your team, you can succeed.
Oh, that's wonderful. Advice for somebody who is new. And as for people who are already in the business for some time, I think looking at you and listening to you, that's the best advice.
Yeah.
That's the best advice. Looking at you, being a success, that's the best thing to do. May I check with you? You went to Japan to celebrate to celebrate our owner's birthday. Going to that kind of events, what does it do to you?
As I have said, I met people. I met people who were promoted very young. Machu Jiang at 682-3, another one from Europe, Romania, a guy from Romania, DAS 4. They brought along all their team, and they were seated next to me, and I saw them all working as a team, and teamwork, doing this as a team will do wonder. It will do wonder. And going to events, you will know the success story of people, how they became like that. In fact, when I met Machu Jiang, I immediately followed him to where he's seated. And we talked to him. We said, how did you do it, Matthew? He said, I just posted in the internet, online marketing. And the rest is history.
Wow, wonderful. So do you advise your team members and also others to attend events?
Yeah.
You do?
Remember, Michael, I am from Davao. That is an hour and a half by plane going to Manila.
Mm.
I go every month to Manila to just attend an event. I go early in the morning, Saturday. I attend the afternoon mga talks. Then evening is a dinner with Mr. Oshiro. The following day, I go back to Davao. I do that. You have to spend because this is your business. You have to spend. And by going to events, you will meet a lot of people. I met Sam Sia in an event in Manila. I met Bernard Chan, Gary Gan. I met a lot of leaders who traveled out from other countries to be in the Philippines just to be with Mr. Oshiro. Events will teach you and you will learn a lot from events. And
Yeah, thank you.
With JB Pacifico,
Yes.
meeting with JB Pacifico, who owns more than 90% of the world sale.
Mm.
That's that is and Cynthia Briganti.
Mm.
At the time,
Only -7 at the moment.
yeah, $400,000 as promotion bonus.
Yes.
That
Thank
nobody.
you for emphasizing this part, attending events and bringing people along with you to attend events, because there are lots of people who think that no, I just do the business, forget about all the attending events. Now they should be able to see clearer how events can help you broaden your image, broaden your horizon, and then be able to become more successful in this business. At this point, thank you very much, Mr. Bayani, for your sharing. I will hand you over to Mr. Sam Sia. You just mentioned Mr. Sam Sia. Okay. By the way, before I go, I hand you over to Sam Sia. Have you attended our EKW in Kuala Lumpur?
I think once. Yeah.
You have. Oh, okay, fine. So I now hand you over to your mentor, Mr. Sam Sia. Sam, over to you, Sam.
Thank you, Bayani. Thank you, Michael. Let's give a big hand to Michael for doing such a big hand. And let's give a big hand also to Bayani for coming in to contribute your gems, So we have a lot in common, Bayani. You and I don't do the demos.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. But you and I also agree that the demo is the key. Right?
Yes.
Without the demo, there's no sale. So yes. So, well, in my case, I wasn't giving out the water. What I did was I can't remember exactly, my first 6 months to 9 months, I was just handing out. No, I wasn't handing out. I was inviting people to come to my home. And also at a certain point in time, we hired a penthouse in a hotel, in Boulevard Hotel in Mid Valley City in Malaysia. I will be having packing people in to watch the Daniel Dimakali DVD. Right? It's called Answers for a Thirsty World. All right? Answers for a Thirsty World. You can find it on YouTube. And I must have watched it at least 100 times. So, that, and I want to just say this. I got a gentleman in Singapore, all right? One guy who is about 5 levels away, by playing. I also hired a room in a country club. I hired one room just to show him and play the Answers for a Thirsty World DVD in my notebook. He sat in there for 1 hour, watch it, And then he decided to buy a machine, and he went on to sell in the last 10 years 65,000 machines,
Wow. Wow.
all through that DVD called The Answers for a Thirsty World. So I invite everybody, you must get that YouTube clip. It's a long one. It's goes on for about almost close to 2 hours, 100 minutes, but it's a good one, very good one. Okay. So the time now is 5:20, and thank you so much, Bayani, for coming in. All right. Now I'm going to just talk a bit about the next training that we'll be doing. All right. So Bayani, would love to see you again sometime in the future. All right. So let's give a big hand to Bayani. All right, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bayani.
Thank you.
For your wonderful sharing.
Yeah. So Michael, just be with me here for a while. The next thing I want to tell you is there is a Sales and Marketing Masterclass, a 2-day workshop coming up on the 4th and 5th of September, okay, by Jeevan Sahadevan. Now, for those of you, there are many of us here, we don't have a clue about sales and marketing, or even for many of you who think you're good in sales and marketing, there's always something new to learn, okay? And Jeevan Sahadevan was my business coach before I joined Energic. And I have to credit him for much of my success that I've experienced, but that I've enjoyed. And I really highly recommend the Sales and Marketing Masterclass, which is happening on the 4th and 5th. I'm just going to share the flyer here now. Okay. So take note of this. Now, it is going for, normal price is US $100 or 400 ringgit, but up to the end of this month, okay, 31st of August, you can get a ticket for half price, which is $50 US or 200 ringgit. Now I'm going to just share the link here, okay, for you to get the tickets. And where is it? Okay, I'm having a bit of problem with my computer. It refuses to go to where I want it to go. 1 second, just bear with me. Okay. Right, now this is the link to share to get the tickets. All right. Now, can I ask the people here in the room, who here has attended the Sales and Marketing Masterclass? Can you just type in I? No, I. If you have attended the Sales and Marketing Masterclass, okay? Okay, okay, a few of you. And let's hear from you. Let's hear from you. Type in your experience, your description of your experience there, during the Sales and Marketing Masterclass. What was your experience? You can just type it in under 10 words or even under 4 to 5 words. Yeah, okay. And how many times have you guys attended it? If you've attended it more than one time. Okay. So, all right. So, okay, we are coming to the end here. So I just want to announce that next week, we'll be having a 682-3 dispute, also from the Philippines. Okay. Now, this time, the distributor's name is Mavic, and she's from another part of Philippines, not Manila. Just now we had Bayani who's from Davao, okay, in a different part of Manila. And now we have Mavic, another distributor coming from another part of the Philippines called Cebu, okay. So you have somebody, okay. So we'll be having another distributor from Philippines next week, next Saturday. Now someone is asking for the name of the YouTube. It's called Answers for Thirsty World by Daniel Dima Kali. Okay, there you go. So anything else from your side, Michael?
No, nothing much.
All right, so with that, let's conclude our meeting here, and I'll just unmute. Allow people to unmute themselves and say your highs and buys. Okay.
Hi.
Can we take a photo together? Can everybody turn on your camera and we're going to, put on your best smile, turn on the camera. All right. At the count of 3, we're going to say Kangen and you flash your best smile. 1, 2, 3.
Kangen.
All right. And then, okay, fish 2, hang in there. The second fish, everybody, hi, Dovlet, say Kangen.
Again.
Kangen. All right. So thank you guys for being here with us. Again, I want to invite all of you, right? Come back next week. Tan is coming back again, by the way, next week, next Saturday. And come out and share your Kenyan experiences. The world needs to hear your experience. Hi, Sujata. Okay. So with that, we bid you a nice and happy weekend. And cheers to Kangen water. All right. Thank you, Michael. Let's give a big hand to Michael and Anthony Tan as well. We'll see you next week.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Take care.
Thank you,
Please take
Brian.
care.
Thank you, sir.
Stay healthy.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Michael.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye
Take care.
bye.